Grapefruit and Vetiver beard balm with a clay matte finish. Equipment. I'm using 60 ml tins and I'm going to fill 5. You will need at least 2 Pyrex jugs. I've got 3 here, but you need 2. A chopping board for your solid oils, scales obviously, some sort of spatula to stir and that. Get 2 bowls, big and little, a big knife. So I'm going to set up now for my first ingredient, which is beeswax. Beeswax gives structure and hold to a balm. Next is Cetyl Alcohol. Smooths everything out, makes it silky and nice. It won't dry out though, it's not like drinking alcohol. Butter, mango butter, light conditioning, non-greasy. Demonstrating the chop into the big bowl. Next we've got Shea Butter. Shea Butter is rich and softening, great for the skin under the beard. Into the big bowl. Cocoa butter adds firmness. It gives a nice subtle chocolatey scent. It works well with citrus. Once again, into the mixing bowl. Next is coconut oil. It's a classic beard softener. Next thing is the clays. I'm going to use French pink and green clay. French pink adds a nice matte finish and it's gentle on the skin. And green clay, that's just a little matte, a little bit there, just a little bit. 4 or 5 grams. It absorbs oils very well. That's completely optional. Vitamin E, antioxidant, helps preserve the beard balm and it's also very good for your skin. Castor oil, thick, gives some weight and natural shine to the beard. Very gloopy. And it gloops into the jug. I've left some of this in real time. I will speed up later when, things take ages, like melting butters. So we've got grapefruit and vetiver. This scent combo, it's a bit Marmite. People either really like it or they dislike it. For those who don't understand what Marmite is, when pouring your essential oil, pour it down something. If you don't, it just dribbles down the bottle, which you don't want. And it goes that nice thick vetiver. I found like with selling grapefruit and vetiver items, it's like the older lads that like it. Same with frankincense and patchouli. It's very much like an over 40s crowd that like that one, but I like it too. I'm not quite 40 yet. Double boiler. Nice simmer. You don't go too crazy on the double boil. Just like a nice gentle simmer. I've used the oven in the past as well, but I'm a convert now to the double boiler. Here we have the first lot of ingredients on the double boiler, and it's as you can see, it's ×3 speed. You get the idea. You're melting down your beeswax and your cetyl alcohol. So you want to melt these ones first because they take the longest. If you throw it all in together, which I've done in the past, I've made every mistake. You end up with melted butters, but the beeswax is stubbornly refusing to melt, and you end up overdoing your butters and that. You don't want to do that really, because you can lose some of the goodness. And you want to retain the goodness. So now that that's completely melted, I'm chucking in my solid oils and my butters. Again, keeping it ×3 speed. Getting all nice and melted down. It doesn't take too long in real time, like maybe 5-10 minutes, but just for the interests of the YouTube video, I'm going to speed things up. So now that I've completely melted all my stuff, pretty much, the last few little nuggets, I'm going to include my liquid oils. There go the last of the nuggets. So I'm putting in there my castor oil, my vitamin E. Get a nice little stir. So yeah, when you put your cold oils in there, you're going to get more solid bits again. So back to the stirring. Just keep it on a nice low heat. And then in go the essential oils. I'm putting them in as late as possible, really. Yeah, I doubt it'll do much damage throwing them in there with the castor oil and vitamin E, but I've got my habits, my ways. Next is the clays. Someone asked me on a previous video, can you use different colours? Because I was only using white on my previous balm vids. It was a good question, so I thought I'd give it a go. And pink and green, probably the best ones. You can use I use other ones, but some of them might be a bit too heavy. With pink, there's a lot of white in there as well. If you go like Dead Sea clay or something like that, it might get a bit crazy. It might be a bit too absorbent. Or if you go if you go certain colours, it might stain a little bit, like it might be visible on your skin, which obviously you don't want. But from my research, pink and green are the ones. I think with certain scents as well, it kind of makes sense. I don't know, the grapefruit and vetiver, it kind of makes sense to be this sort of colour. Maybe that's just my mind, but I think it looks good. So I'm chucking it in one of my Pyrexes now. Been quite quick here because it was going to dry rapidly, and we're going back into normal speed for the pour. Fill them up nice. If you want absolute perfection, don't go back and pour. Just do it in one bold move and then move on. Usually it's all right, but if you were in this case it's all right. But if you were using more clay, it could be the extra pour at the end can be like visible on the finish. Chuck it in the fridge for an hour. And there we go, there's the finished product. The finish is perfect, but if you're using like more clay in your recipe, you can see like the marks, like a little snail trail. So this is my labelling for my business. I went through a period of printing them, like printing with a hint of grapefruit and vetiver, but I've started just doing handwriting. My handwriting isn't the best, so I'm in a period of trying to improve my handwriting just for the labels. But you know, it's sort of like, it's if you print each one, like you're not that flexible in different scents. You know, if you run out of like grapefruit and vetiver labels, like you can't do any more grapefruit and vetiver tins. But if they're just blank and you just write them on, then you're not more flexible, aren't you? So there's a top tip if you've got your own little beard brand. And the back label looks pretty nice, I think, but I would say so myself. And there you go, grapefruit and vetiver beard balm with a matte clay finish. You are welcome.